Hi, my name is Taylor Keith, and this is my introduction to personal fitness training, visual and verbal presentation on protein. I decided to do my presentation on protein because as we're all entering the fitness industry, we're going to come across a lot of people, especially athletes, that are interested in how much protein they should be consuming each day. Should they be protein supplementing? So I thought it would be beneficial for us to learn some of the basics about protein as well as answer some of those commonly asked questions. Starting with, what is protein? Protein is a macronutrient found in the cells of all living things. It consists of hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, and unlike carbohydrates and fats, it also includes nitrogen as well. Protein is made up of 20 amino acids, 11 non-essential, and 9 essential amino acids, which we must obtain from food sources. Now, a lot of people think that protein is one of our main energy sources, and if we eat a bunch of protein and drink that protein shake, we'll have so much energy and we'll be able to lift so much weight. This is not necessarily correct. Protein serves many functions throughout our body. It contributes to cell growth and repair. It helps maintain a proper acid-base balance, acts as enzymes and hormones, helps maintain fluid and electrolyte balances, and it also helps us uphold a strong and healthy immune system, which is really important. Protein can serve as an energy source, and that's why it's important for us to ensure we are intaking enough carbohydrates and fats as well as protein, so our body's not drawing from our protein supply for energy. Instead, we can use that protein for all of the functions that I just listed. Now, how much protein should we be eating? A lot of people are really unsure as to how much protein should be in their diet. And the recommended dietary allowance for protein is 10 to 35% of your total energy intake. A lot of athletes believe that intaking a high level of protein contributes to rapid muscle growth. Now, this thought does have some merit considering protein largely contributes to muscle growth and repair. However, there are no studies that have actually proven exceeding 35% of your total energy intake for protein is necessary. Depending on your activity level, you're going to want to consume 0.8 to 1.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. And if you're unsure as to how to figure out how much grams of protein you should consume each day, I can help you figure that out at the end of this presentation. Can a vegetarian diet provide adequate protein? This might depend on what kind of vegetarian you are. Some vegetarians only exclude certain meats from their diet. Some vegetarians don't eat any meat whatsoever. And some vegetarians cut out all animal byproducts. There are some benefits to a vegetarian diet, including lower blood pressure, reduced risk of heart disease, fewer digestive problems, and your diet will most likely consist of more dietary fiber, which is really good for you. However, some challenges might be diets lower in B12, which could lead to nerve degeneration, diets lower in zinc and riboflavin, and a diet lower in iron can also lead to anemia. Although it may be challenging for a vegetarian to get adequate amounts of protein in their diet, it is possible. Some ways that you can make it a little bit easier for yourself if you're interested in switching to a vegetarian lifestyle is do some research as to what foods should be paired together. So you're going to want to look at what grains and what veggies have the appropriate amino acids that should be paired together to create complete proteins. If you're wondering what a complete protein is, it is a protein that contains all 9 essential amino acids. These can only be found in animal products as well as quinoa. So as a vegetarian, not eating animal proteins, you're going to want to create meals that combined are complete proteins. Another way that you can make this a little bit easier for yourself is planning ahead. Planning out your meals and ensuring that each meal has an adequate amount of protein, then you don't have to worry about it at the time. You'll have it all figured out. Now, how much protein should you personally be eating? What I want you to do is convert your weight from pounds to kilograms. Once you've done that, you're going to multiply your weight by your recommended daily amount for protein. You're going to refer to the slide before. Remember, 0.8 grams to 1.8 grams depending on how active you are. I went with 1.2 grams because I am active in strength training. So I divided my weight by 1.2 grams, and this is my results. Now that you've calculated your results, do you think that you've somewhat been following this? Have you been eating this much protein each day? If not, what are some easy ways that you can add a little bit more protein to your diet each meal? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it very informative.